Hello, welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to do a quick unboxing of the latest Brutus Monroe subscription box and also a couple of the additional subscription products that I get. So this box is called Homegrown Happiness, and I always love the artwork that they put on the boxes. It definitely makes you want to keep or recycle these for something just gorgeous. That I just love the extra care that they take in putting things like the artwork on here. So let's go ahead and get into the box. So this box is just jam-packed full of just awesomeness and some great little extras. I used to get the Brutus Monroe boxes every month, and then I kind of stepped away, not from the box necessarily, but just from crafting in general. So if you've been on my channel, you know that the videos kind of stopped for a while, and that's just due to this is not my career. I am a teacher, and so this year with COVID, it's just been really crazy. But anyway, I saw these boxes, and last month's the duck one, that one just got me. I had to have it. And so I decided to go ahead and sign up for the subscription again. It's just an awesome deal. And I will tell you, these boxes sell out very quickly. So if you're able to do the subscription, it really is worth it because you just get so much. And I love now that they're also starting to include dies, which we'll talk about here in a moment. So this is the kit. As I said, it's just jam-packed full of so much goodness. So you get these two sheets of acetate, and I do believe that these are heat resistant. I'll have to check into that. And also, as of filming, this box is still available. I'll have it linked down below. But I do believe with Brutus Monroe, you can get most of these products separately if the box is sold out. So you get these two sheets of acetate, which will go amazing with the jar die, because as you can see, we kind of got a flower theme, and I don't really do like a big reveal stamp. I just kind of go through and show you. So let's just start with the stamp set. So you've got this stamp set that's got, first of all, amazing sentiments. And one of the things I love about Brutus Monroe is their sentiments always have a mixed font, which I just love. And I do believe that a lot of them are Christopher Allen's handwriting, but I love that you get kind of the mix of the different fonts. You've kind of got like this cursive and then like this very bold print. I love all the sentiments. So you've got thank you for being so kind, missing your smile, thinking of you with deepest sympathy, and thank you. And I also love that you have a variety here. So you've got a missing, you've got two thank yous, you've got a thinking of you, and then you even got a sympathy, which, the sympathy cards are always hard. So in this kit, you get these gorgeous flowers. So you've got 5 flowers, you've got some stems here and the different leaves, and then you've also got the jar to put them in. And I love just the detail in that jar stamp, and if you're somebody who struggles with shadows or coloring, things like that, these are great because the artist has already put it in there for you. And I believe this is a Chuck Carl, I think is his name. He illustrates a lot of Brutus Monroe stamp set. He's amazing. But I love that the artist kind of gives you that little like extra help on where to shadow. So that I love those details on the jar. And I love that these flowers are very big and bold. So, a lot of times you think that if you see a smaller item, such as the leaves and things like that, a lot of times they're easier to color. But with flowers, because a lot of times you can just go in and do the darker and just kind of fade it out. So there's a lot of things you could do with this. I just love this stamp set. And with the die, and this pops out, it's attached so that way you don't lose it, but it pops out, and what it does is it fits perfectly over this little opening. So that way when you die cut it, you can put your little stems down into your jar, which I think is just brilliant. Just love this set. And look at this backing, just beautiful. I love all those extra little things. So just a gorgeous all around great stamp set. And even like this flower here, and I am not, don't ask me to name flowers, I'm awful with plants and flowers, but this one, marigold maybe, is that it? You can leave the comment down below if that's, but this is kind of what it reminds me of. So you could even use this in the fall without the stems, and even like some of these leaves look like they could be fall leaves, so you could really use this set all year round. So there's the stamp set and the die. Oh, I'll show you the flares. So with the Brutus Monroe kits, you always get these really nice pins. I mean, look, it's got two, oh, let me get it in camera. It's got two backers on there, which is just gorgeous to hold it up. So this is the pin for this kit, and just love it. So fun, the flare. So you also get ribbon. Most kits from Brutus Monroe come with ribbon, and I'll be honest, I don't always use the ribbon with the kits, but I do always find a use for the ribbon. So if you're not somebody who incorporates ribbon into your cards, this is still a great thing to have, because you never know when you're going to need it. So I have like a bin that I just keep all of my extra ribbon in, my lawn fawn twine and things like that. So even if you don't use it on cards, which definitely you can incorporate this on a card, but if you're not somebody who does, this is still great to have in your stash. Oh my gosh, look at the size of the sequence bag. Huge. So most sequence bags you're going to get on a kit are going to be not even half of this. It's going to be right about there. You get this full bag. Let me show you on an A2. So this is an A2 panel. Look how big that bag is. So you get all this gorgeous sequence, and I love, it almost reminds me of like watermelons with the pinks and the greens. So, you know, so versatile, and that's what I love about these kits is you can use them really any time of the year, so many of them. So there's the sequence. Then you also get, and this is something that's unique to the Brutus Monroe subscription boxes, and they've been doing this for a long time, and I just love it because I love to foil. So these are the panels, and you get 2 of each. So you've got kind of the little flower in the jar hanging. This one, which I just love. You could make a card so simply with this. You could foil this because these are all foilable. You could just do some quick like ink blending. You could take your time and really color in detail. Sentiment in the center. You know, you can do a portrait or landscape, and you've got yourself a card. So simple. Love this. Look at that. With the bows, just so gorgeous. So you get 2 of those. And oh, look at this. Love it. And I love this one, and I like that you get 2 because I look at it and I think, wow, I would love to color these and then cut them out and kind of put them on a card. But then I think, man, that would be such a great background. But the nice thing is Brutus Monroe gives you 2. So you can do both. Just love that. So these would be great. You could foil them, once again, color them. You could just take like an ink brush, blending brush, and just kind of, you know, go around it so it's not, you know, neat on there, but just giving it some really cool color. You could go around it. Just so many things you can do with these cards. Foiling is my favorite. I love to foil, and Brutus Monroe has some great foil through ThermoWeb also, and I'll leave the link for that down below. So love the card panels, and then this is something that's fairly new, and I think this is so cool. So these are also foilable, and you get 2 of these. Yeah, it looks like they're the same. Yeah, they are. Okay, so you get 2. I wonder if I was supposed to get 2. I don't think I was supposed to get 2 packages. I think they must have accidentally sent an extra package. But maybe they did. I don't know. I'll check and leave it down below. But so you get these great sentiments, and love the handwriting on these. And these are great because these are also foilable. So, you know, taking and just quickly running even the whole thing through, you know, maybe a silver foiling or a color that you use often. And then you've got a whole sheet of sentiments, and there's just such a mix here. So never stop flourishing, I miss you, hello friend, Find the beauty in everything. You make me smile. Everything is coming up roses. Love that. Bloom where you are planted. Take time to smell the roses. So just love these. This is such an awesome new addition to the kit for me. I mean, I know they've had them for several kits now, but I just think these are so versatile. And, you know, a lot of times just these little things make the card making process that can be, sometimes, let's face it, making cards can be frustrating. I mean, I've worked on this one for 2 days now and I'm still not sure that I like it. But things like this just make it even more enjoyable, I think. If you're somebody who sometimes just wants to sit down and just have that quick time in your day to just make a card, to just forget about everything else, these are great to help you do that. They really make the process a lot easier. And then we have the gorgeous paper. So my favorite glitter stock, and I love Brutus Monroe's glitter stock. I've got so much of it. I love it because the colors are amazing. It does not come off, which is just so important. And then it die cuts so great. So the die cutting is so smooth. So you get this piece of, and I'm not sure what this is. I actually have this in my stash because I was going through all my glitter stock the other day. I'll look and see if I can find the color for this. But this gorgeous like brownish gold color. You get like a periwinkle color. Let's see. I've got a cream, gorgeous yellow, almost canary. And I tell you, on camera, it's so much lighter than when it's showing up on my camera. You get this gorgeous blue and then this great pink. And yeah, the pink is a little closer, but this one is a lot lighter. It's interesting. It almost looks gold on the video, but it is like a light canary color. And then the last thing that you're going to get is the Ranger Tim Holtz Stonewashed Alcohol Ink. So if you have never played with the alcohol inks, oh, it's addicting. I actually just ordered a bunch of the pearl ones that I was missing in my alcohol ink stash, hoarding, let's just be honest, line. And so I just ordered those, but this is so much fun. And having the acetate is where you could really use this and just do so many awesome things. So this is a light blue color. I'm not going to open it up right now. And I will have a probably a 5 cards, and although I could probably get more out of it, but for time, it'll probably be a 5 cards, 1 kit coming soon. And I would definitely be using this one. So using it on the acetate. Also, if you have alcohol inks and you have the Yupo paper or a alcohol ink friendly paper, just making a gorgeous background using this and then adding the flowers, the sentiments, any of that stuff to it. So that is the kit, jam-packed full. I do believe it is still available. Like I said, I will link everything down below. So this is the subscription box for March. Now I do want to show you because I do get 2 other subscriptions, and that is the Stencil and the embossing powder from Brutus Monroe. I have used Brutus Monroe embossing powder for years, and it is by far my favorite embossing powder. And there are others that I love, you know, and I'll pick up because of colors, things like that. But as far as just gorgeous, the way it melts, the smoothness, the gilded, the gold is just, I mean, there's just nothing like it. Let me grab mine. Somewhere in here. Still, I've got so many of them. I was looking. I'm not even sure where it is. I've got so many in here. But there's just such a variety. So this is one that's one of my favorite, Sandcastle. And it truly, like, look at that. It looks like sand. And this is, it's washed on the top. So if you have not tried Brutus Monroe's embossing powders, please go through and look. They are amazing. So this is the embossing powder of the month for March, and it is Azalea, and it is this gorgeous, gorgeous pink color. And I did swatch it out for you, and I'm actually, something else on this paper, let's turn that off. So this is, can I get it to focus? Maybe? On it. It's focusing a little bit. There we go. So this is just the gorgeous pink, and I think it's so interesting because you can see like it looks almost like it's a hot pink, and I was so pleasantly surprised when I heat embossed it, and you just get this gorgeous, really light, pretty pink, pastel pink. And that's why I always like to swatch out my embossing powders, because so many times, I mean, those look very different. So many times what it looks like is a powder, and then when you actually dry it and heat emboss it, it just looks so different. And I love this because when I saw the color, I was like, oh, I like hot pink. But when I heat embossed it, I was in love. So I'm really excited about this color. So this is the embossing powder of the month. And then they also have a stencil of the month, which I get as well. I love stencils. They're inexpensive. There's so many things you can do with them. And I love that Brutus Monroe has been coming out with so many slimline stencils lately. So this one, not sure what this one is actually called, but you almost have like these Celtic circles in it. Just beautiful. And you could use this on an A2 size panel as well. You could do it like on a side, so you would just kind of cut it. I'm not going to take it out of the package right now, but so you could do it in the center, so you've got just that little bit of edge around it. So you could do it this way as well, or you could use it as a slim line. And if with stencils, and I have a very old stencil technique video, which I think I'm going to redo one, but I'll link that above for you. But with the stencils, there's so many things you can do with them, and this is a really great, especially if you're just starting out in this card making world, which can be extremely expensive. Stencils are a great place to start, because if you get a stencil, you can emboss through them. You can put embossing ink on it and emboss through them. You can get some Decofoil transfer gel. You can do foil. You can just ink blend on them. There's so many things that you can do with a stencil. And so this is the stencil of the month for March, and just love it. And there I will also have cards coming out using these products as well. So that is the unboxing for the subscription for March for Brutus Monroe, and as well as the subscription for embossing powder and stencil. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please comment, leave it down below. I'd love to hear from you. I hope that y'all have a great day,